ÜberCaste. I'm your host, Travel Mateus. Silencioso, por favor. Okay, this is going to be a rant against corporations and those with which you are familiar, primarily Uber and Lyft. If you are thinking about driving for Uber or Lyft, stop. Do not do it, because if you don't, the thing with that I would have to do right now is go home, apply to Uber or Lyft as a brand new driver, because I don't believe that Uber or Lyft disclosed to me or anyone else who's applying, right? So imagine that you're going to say, okay, Travel, I hear what you're saying, but I'm going to apply to be a driver for Uber and Lyft anyway. Thanks a lot. That's in, your freedom to do that. However, knowledge is power, and you might be ignorant about what you're getting into. So here I am trying to, dispel and reveal what's going on behind the curtains. Okay, so if you are going to apply Uber and Lyft for the very first time, read through everything and see if they explain how it is to offer you rides, because there is a perspective by one of my Facebook friends who drives for Uber and Lyft in the Midwest, and she says to me, 2 weeks ago I was complaining about how I couldn't understand why I'm sitting around in a major metropolitan area, a greater suburb out of Baltimore. How is it that I'm sitting around for over an hour with no offers from either platform? Either. And she said, do you take all of the rides? And I said, no. Who would take all of the rides? Because the one that I'm on right now is a $6 ride. A $6 smurfing dollar ride that is not worth my time. This is not worth it for me to do this, and yet here I am having to do it because I'm not making any money. So then they offer me $6 rides, which I never take. It's an embarrassment, and it is an affront, and it is, what's the word? It's not a compliment. What is it when you don't give what is it when you do the opposite of a compliment? What the crap? I'm totally blanking out. It is offensive. That's the concept I was going for. It's offensive to me, and it should be offensive to you, that you're offered $4, $5, $6 for a ride that's over 10 minutes long. You are worth at least, I am worth, I know, $1 a minute. That would be sustainable. Easily done. Sustainable. In my model that I've created, that apparently is going to need $250,000 to facilitate an app development, right? I don't have the capital for that. Whatever. Okay. The person who gave me the advice from the Midwest, she said, she had an acceptance rate of like 99, which means she takes everything. I'm like, why do you do that? She said, well, then you get better rates. I'm like, who told you that? Like, where did you get that information? Right? Because I don't think that it's divulged in Uber or Lyft. Uber or Lyft does not say to you, if you do not accept every ride, it will be counted against you and you will not be offered right. Like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't work for you. Why is this some kind of manipulation of my time that you think you have a prerogative to impose on me, right? Lyft or Uber has some kind of Pokemon Go video game adventure program where if you accept all of the rides, and this, or if you have a low, you can't be a blue member. I don't want any of those bells and whistles. It should be up to me exclusively with no penalty. It doesn't matter if I take a ride for you or from, for Uber. Like, anytime I take a ride, you're making money. I'm an independent contractor. I don't work for Uber or Lyft. I work for myself. I decide when I want to go out. There's so much in this business model that absolutely smurfing can just smurf off. I'm at my pickup and I don't want to rant and rave in front of my rider, so I'm checking out. This has been another exciting adventure of the ÜberCaste. I'm your host, Trav-EL Mateus. Until next time.